Every pressure washer has the same fundamental flaw, and nobody was fixing it. You see, pressure washers all rely on
You dream in stars and dive into the deep, fixing the world while the rest of us sleep. Your heart set on giving, no matter the strain, building your legacy through.
I think that's it. Alrighty, alrighty. Let's do this.
The kind that lifts the broken.
I think that's it. I think that's it. I think we're ready to roll. Live, and live. Okay. Good evening, everyone. How are we doing tonight? All right, so. All right. Been a while. All right, so who do we have tonight? All right, let's get rid of this. Let's go there. All right, let's do that. Let's do this. All right, good evening, everyone. Who do we have in the house tonight? We have... Good evening. User me. Okay. 6789. What's going on? Mario, Asa, Brian, Ba, Jellioni. Okay. John, File Opener, Kit Kat, Trendsetter. Is that right? Tom, great. Jose, pleased to meet you. Matthew. MJ Kelly, Misa, Otis, what's going on? Sorrel, Gustavo, user, whatever. John the Beast. Thank you, Kit Kat, Larry, Relix, Audi, Seal Chicken, Big Drew's in the house. Obi, what's happening, Obi? We're gonna get to this. Oh, bitch is in the house. DiCapo, Butch, Ang, Cliff Bauer, Isaiah, Nanny, Super Steve, Nanny, Hawaiian, Don Sion, Obi, Brian, Kurt, Wombat, and Nativad. Okay, all right. And Mr. Sabelia. Well, and DJ Flawless. Hey, back again. I see you there. Warrior 222 Audio. All right, so good evening, everyone. My name is James, and this is Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by the 10-Minute. Who do we have over here? Me Like Mike. Hi, it's inverted on YouTube. Please fix it. Yes, if you know how to fix it, please let me know. As far as I know, there is no way to fix a selfie cam through YouTube inverting it. If you know how, let me know. I've been doing this for over 3 years and still can't figure it out, and nobody's been able to tell me how to do it. But I do appreciate you pointing it out. Thank you. That being said, Mike, what's going on? Enza! Hey, you're in Vegas. Well, I'm back home in St. Pete. Actually, just got here like 10 minutes ago. We flew in from New Orleans. Yes, New Orleans. That being said, let's get the ball rolling. First and foremost, I'm here showing you how to get a simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% every week. Yes, I know 1% a week is over 50% by the end of the year. Duncan, what's happening? It's over 50% per year. 1% every week is over 50% by the end of the year. So what you need to ask yourself is, does it make sense? That's it. Does it make sense? It's a simple trade created for a 9-year-old. Yeah, 9-year-old. Kevin, I see you there. Timmy, what's going on? Tanya, QB Coach, what's going on? Mark, Craig, Terry. Good evening, everyone. So, what I want you guys to do is rattle off some stocks that you're thinking about. I'll throw them through what I'm doing and see if they match up. Now, I'm 62 years old, so remember, the stocks that I'm looking at are a little bit different than what you're looking at. I'm looking for safety. I'm looking for profitability. I'm looking for consistency, and I'm also looking for simplicity. I like the Lee family. Simplicity, safely, predictably, consistently. Kit Kat, question. The new space stocks investing, Corning is doing the solar panels. Okay, I'm not quite sure if you understand. I'm looking for safety, predictability, consistency, and profitability. I don't invest in new companies. I like companies that have decades, at least 2 decades of consistent profits. Cloudy wants to take a look at Visa. Well, I like Visa. Visa's been around for a while, so let's take a look at it. What's your opinion on Nike? Okay, Audi, we'll take a look at Nike in a second. Sit tight, we'll get to that in a minute. Check my story. Christian wants to take a look at ULTY. We'll look at that next. Daria, good evening. Sit tight, we're just getting here. The Call of War. I remember doing an experiment with stocks in 8th grade social studies. Okay, a little bit different because we're actually doing it with real money. Difference. All right, so Visa, top of the list. Let's take a look at that. All right, Visa, top of the list. Big old Big V. What's going on with the Big V? Now, anytime I look at a stock, I'm always looking at the exact same thing over and over and over again. I look at the 1-year chart. I'm looking for 5 things. They stick out like a sore thumb. Are you ready? Here we go. Where is the high? Where is the low? Where was it a year ago? And where is it now? And then fifth, finally, where's it going? Up, down, up, down, up. Okay, where are we now? Because this is Friday. So let's zoom into that. Take a look at the last 30 days to see where is it going next. Richard, we'll take Oracle in a minute. Okay, sit tight. So last 30 days would be the 24th. Here we go. 30 days ago today, we got the 30-day bottom. Well, 4 days later, there's the 30-day top. 30-day bottom, 30-day top, back down, back up. Now she's just going sideways. We're at 328. The closest strike price to 328 is going to be the 327.50, and it's paying $4.15 per share. Now, you guys are maybe new to this, for those who've never been here before, but what I'm looking for is 1% of the stock price. Well, the stock price is 328. So 1% of 328 is 328. $328. 1% of $328 is $3.28. You just moved a decimal point over. But this one is offering $4.15 per share, and that's well over 1%. Simple math. Getting 1% every week, that's what I'm looking for. Visa, easy to see. Down, up, down, up. Well, okay, great. Do you like Visa? That's the big question. Before you invest any money into anything, you should ask yourself a couple of simple questions. Number 1 is, does this make sense? Number 2, do I like the company? Visa. You either like it or you don't like it. And then number 3, do I like Visa at this current price? It's a yes or a no. It's actually that simple. It's a yes, I like Visa. No, I do not like Visa. Okay, let's check it out. All right, so let's get rid of this. Let's do 1 trade, 1 covered call at the current price. There we go. Current price is 329, 327.50 is the closest one. Safety, I like safety. I do. 1 contract, there it is. Here we go. This is what it looks like. This is what it sounds like. Are you ready? Buy 1 covered call Visa. 29 May 26th. Well, that means this option strategy is going to expire this coming Friday. The 327.50 call option. Well, we're currently at 328.88. We're already in the money. I'm buying it. Listen closely. I'm buying it 328.88, selling it for 327.50, less than what I paid for it, and still going to walk away with a profit. Think about it. I'm going to buy it, I'm going to sell it for less than I paid for it, and still walk away with a profit. That is the beauty of the simplicity of the covered call. Great, I'm walking away with $299 per contract. Each contract is costing me $32,000. Well, that number probably doesn't mean anything at the moment. What is the rate of return? Well, let's check it out. And to find the rate of return, we need a calculator. We're going to take the profit, right there, max profit, $2.99. Stick it into the calculator, $2.99, and then we're going to divide it by the investment. Well, the investment on this one, cost of trade, including commissions and fees, it's right there. Do you remember the part where I said consistent and predictable? I know exactly what I'm investing. I know exactly what my profit is. The calculator is going to tell me what the rate of return is. Then I decide whether or not it makes sense to do it. Well, we're going to divide the $2.99 by the investment, $32,451, $32,451, come to a grand total of 0.9, not quite 1%. So instead of saying no, let's change one thing, one. So we're going to edit this. This is the old edit button, allows me to change things. And instead of doing the 327.50, I'm going to do 330. Same thing, one contract, same time frame. Here is the new order. Okay, buy one covered call Visa, 29 May. That's this coming Friday, 5 days away. 4 days away. There's no trading tomorrow, so it's only 4 days. The 330 call option, 412 is the profit. 32 is the investment. Let's check out the rate of return here. KitKat. Yes, I know dividends add up, but KitKat gets something better than that. Visa is no more frontier, does it? Trump tried talking China into allowing. Okay, sit tight for a second. Calculator, if you would. Profit, 412. Investment, 32,588. 32,588. Grand total of 1.2%. Okay, so do you like Visa? That's another question. Does this make sense? Buying the current price, selling it at this price, collecting this profit, this is my investment, it's going to be 1.2%. Either like it or you don't like it. It's Visa. How can you go wrong with Visa? I think I got 5 or 6 of these stupid things in my wallet. How many do you got? Seriously, how many do you get? Start from the beginning. Oh boy. Okay, so this is the beginning because we just got 10 minutes ago. Seriously, we just got here 10 minutes ago. Here we go, trade number 1. There it is. Whoops, wrong one. All right, we don't want that. We want that one. That ought to do it. One covered call of Visa, 29 May 26th. That's this coming Friday. The 330 call option, look what the price is. The stock price is $329.08. So if I buy it $329.08, sell the 3 fees, I can pick up $412. There's my investment. And what rate of return is that? 1.26% for 1 week. It's a high price. KitKat, that's not a high price. $500, $600, $700 a share is a higher price. In my opinion, this is only $300. Okay, so we'll take a look at some cheaper ones. You got a cheaper one? What do you got? All right, wait a second. We'll look at Kohl's. Kohl's is less than $20. Sit tight. We'll do this one. 1.2. Uh-oh. What did we forget to do? We forgot to do this. Monday, because tomorrow is Monday. Okay, back to white. There we go. There we go. Uh-oh, I forgot to write it in. What was it, 1.2? Oh, I forgot to write 1.2 in. 1.2. Number 1, we look for 5 every day. Every day, 5. That's number 1, Visa. All right, so what do we have next? Let's get out of this. Get out of that. Get out of that. Go back to the beginning where we all started. Now, somebody, Wild and Out, how's it going? Hold on. We wanted to take a look at Nike was next. Okay? Sorry, I like to go in order. Audi wants to take a look at Nike. What do I think of WU? We'll take a look at that in a minute. Nothing over this side. All right. All right, all right. Okay, so you have to forgive me just a little bit because I'm working with 9 different cameras, which means I have a bunch of screens in front of me and I'm trying to get to each and every question. Drew, what's happening, Mr. Drew? Yeah, baby's in the house. Uh-oh, what do we have over here? Oh, a couple questions. Need of official. Good, all right, got it. The call, we got that one, the call. Visa was one of the companies I looked at for my experiment. I still lost money. Not sure if it was the other 3 companies too, but it was a contributor. All right. I'm sure they're doing better now. He said, what we're doing now is a little bit different than what you did in high school. Because in high school, you just bought the stocks and waited for them to move. Well, we're doing something just a little bit different. We're buying the stock, we're selling an option against it, and the option is what we're looking for the profit for 5 days. That's it, just 5 days. What do we have over there? Thoughts on Bitcoin. Ooh, PCAR, Tesla. Ooh, some good numbers over here. All right, we're going to have to check that one for some strange reason. That one's a little bit slow. All right, hold on. What do we have over here? You're in Vegas. All right. All right. We did Visa. Okay, next is Nike. Audi wants to take a look at Nike, NKE. NKE, first thing I want to look at, always, 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 right over here, the 1-year chart. The high, the low, where was it? Where is it? What is it doing? Look, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, it's going up from the bottom. This is something you heard over and over and over again. You want to make money in the stock market, you buy low, you sell high. Well, you cannot get any lower than the low of the year. And there it is right there last week. The bottom. The top of the year, the bottom of the year last week. There it is. Now she's bouncing up 44.67. If it's at 44.67, would it make sense to do the 45s? Well, the 45s are paying 64, but the 44.50s are paying 87. Okay? So yeah, I'm going to do the 44.50s. Let's try it. But look at this right here. Let's zoom into that, and then you tell me what you think. What do you think? Down, up, down, up. It's just the bottom right there. The top is here. 30-day high, 30-day bottom. Now she's bouncing up. 44.67. I'm going to do the 44.50s. Right there, 87 cents. Let's do this one. Sit tight. I'll get to Oracle. Richard, we'll do Oracle next, okay? All right, let's get rid of this. Change this back to covered call. Then I'm going to do the 44.50s right there. Here it is, one contract. I always look at one contract to make it easier for the multiplication. That's it. Because if you know how much one contract is going to cost, it'll be easier. Wait a minute. If you know how much you're collecting on one contract or paying for one contract, then you can decide, well, I have this much money in my account. Maybe I can do 4. Maybe I can do 14. Maybe I can do 43. We're all different. We all have different paths. We're all on a different journey, and we're all different. Brian, I see you there. Oh, Balin. Jeff. Okay, you guys just saying hi, not really asking me to look at anything, but okay. KJ, what's happening, brother? Yes, I'm a little late tonight, only because the plane landed about an hour ago. 40 minutes to drive home. I got home, first thing I did, hooked up my computer and said hi to you guys. So hope you appreciate that. Here we are. Let's take a look. Buy one covered call. Nike NKE. 29 May. That's this coming Friday. 4 days away. There's no trading tomorrow. It's 4 days away. 44.50. The current price is 44.53. So I'm buying it 44.53, selling it for less than what I paid for it. 44.50, walking away with profit. There's my investment. What do the numbers look like? Well, first we want to take the profit. Max profit, 88 per contract. That's always per contract. Misa, we'll take a look at that in a minute. Sit tight. Okay? Here's my investment cost of the trade, including commissions and fees. 4,300. Let's take a look. Now this is a cheaper stock, if it makes sense. Okay, so we're going to divide this by investment. 43.62 comes to 2%. Now take a look. Okay, I'm investing $4,300 for 4 days per contract. And that comes to a 2% gain. 2 years old. I have no desire for safety, predictability, consistency, profitability. I only have 2 criteria of anything I invest in. 2, that's it. Number 1, and this is the tough one. 2 decades. 2 decades of consistent profits. 2 decades, consistent profits. Weekly options. That's it. Profits, weekly options. That's all I'm looking for. Is the company profitable? Have they been profitable for at least 2 decades? And do they have weekly options? That's it. Caterpillar. Ooh, Caterpillar is doing well, but that's a pricey one. It is. All right, let's take a look. It's 2%. Let's save this one. I like this one. 2% for Nike. Why the hell not? Well, do you like Nike? That's a good question. Do you like Nike, NKE? You either like it or you don't like it. It's actually that simple. Here she is, Nike. There it is. Big, beautiful. One covered call, Nike, NKE. 29 May 26th, that's this coming Friday. The 44.50 call option, profit is $88 per contract, investment $4,300. Now, don't panic with the $4,300. Here's the thing. Think of this as creating weekly cash flowing assets. An asset is something that gives you a return, either weekly, monthly, whatever. You buy a rental house, it's an asset that gives you money on a monthly basis. Now, if you had short-term rentals, kind of like a bed and breakfast, or what do you call that? You stay just a couple of days. It'll come to me in a minute. But an asset is something that brings you in money consistently. Well, this is a weekly asset. It pays me a week. So this week, it's $88. That's 2% for this week. Well, what is it going to give me next week? What is it going to give me the week after? But 5 simple rules. Okay? First of all, for those of you that are new here, I have 5 criteria for this trading strategy. My 9-year-old daughter, 9-year-old daughter says to me one day back in 2008, Daddy, what are you doing? Can you teach me? So my 9-year-old daughter wants to learn how to invest in the stock market. So the challenge that I had, it had to be simple. She's only 9 years old. It had to be safe. She's only 9 years old. Consistent, predictable, and no way for her to lose. That's the 5 criteria. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent, and no way for her to lose. And 5 rules. Never buy anything that's not on your list. Now, for my 9-year-old daughter, I made the list for her. And the list consisted of, if you got a pen, you might want to write these down. Are you ready? Dividend kings. Dividend aristocrats. Dividend champions. Dividend contenders. Anything on Warren Buffett's list. Those 5 lists right there was about 350 different companies. So for my daughter, never buy anything not on your list. For you people, never buy anything you do not want to hold on to long term. If you don't want to buy Nike and hold on to it to the day you die, or until someone gives you a profitable offer on it, which this week is going to be $44.50. Rule number 2, never sell at a loss. So when I say it's an investment, I will never, ever, ever, ever sell it for less than what I paid for it. So I'm getting this week. Next week I'll get another premium. The week after, I'll get another premium, and I'll collect a premium every single week until someone gives me $44.50, which is what I'm looking to sell it for. But I'm not buying it to hold it. I'm buying it for the cash flow. Well, this week it's giving me 88, which is 2%. Now, it doesn't take a genius to figure out that 2% every single week is over 100% by the end of the year, which means 2% every week you can double your money by the end of the year. And no, it's not simple, and no, it is not set it, forget it. You have to do it at least 5-10 minutes a day. Think about it. You brush your teeth 5 or 10 minutes a day. You do your hair 5 or 10 minutes a day. You exercise, you eat right, you take the dog for a walk, you feed the cat, you do whatever for 5 minutes a day, 5 or 10 minutes a day. You have to ask yourself, is my financial future worth 5 or 10 minutes a day? The strategy was created for a 9-year-old. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent, no way for her to lose less than 10 minutes a day. That's where the name The 10-Minute Trader came from. You can look it up. I've had that name on the website for over 10 years, 20 years, 20 years? Whatever. So, 2%. Either like Nike or you don't. That's it. Simple. Like it, don't like it. It's your choice. Next, what do we have? All right, next, Oracle. Okay, Caterpillar, Tesla. Yep, I know that, Mike. Ridge, we'll take a look at Tesla a little bit, and PCAR, we'll take a look at that also. I'm not going to look at Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency. And I don't do cryptocurrency here. The only thing we do here is one trading strategy, and that's it. That's it, just one. Let's keep on keeping on. Next, Oracle, ORCL. Gotta like me some Oracle, yes I do. ORCL. Ooh, nice. Always looking at the exact same thing. 1 year chart. Always, always, always. Now, if you go to my YouTube channel, you'll see that I have over 2,000. Yep, did not, no misinterpretation. 2,000 videos of me standing in front of the camera doing this exact same thing. And no, it is not AI. It's not. It goes all the way back to 2012 was my very first video. My very first video on YouTube, 2012, talking about dividend stocks and investing. Yes, I've been doing this for quite a while. So, the low, where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. That's definitely going up, and that's definite yes for me. Okay, take a look. Down, up, up. Adults, you people, have a tendency to make this more complicated than it needs to be. The trading strategy I'm giving to you for free tonight was created for a nine-year-old little girl. She said, Daddy, can you teach me? Here's your bottom, here's your top. She dropped, now she's going back up again. 192, the 192s are going for 495. Well, that's a nice return. Let's check it out. Let's get rid of this. This is number 3 already. I think we might be done early tonight. 192, there it is. One contract. Now, I only show you one just to make it easy for you to do the math. Sorry, dropped my pen. Here it is. Look at this. Covered call, Oracle, 29 May. That's 4 days away. The 192.50, 652 is profit. See? Max profit, 652. Do you remember the part where I said simple, safe, predictable? Well, I know what my investment is. I know what my profit is. And I know what I'm buying it for. And I know what I'm selling it for. So I know what I'm buying for. I know what I'm selling for. I know what my profit is. I know what my investment is. The only thing I don't know is what's my rate of return. The Call of War, Goldman Sachs Inc. is also doing really well, but the price is so high. You're a pricey little one, aren't you? Caterpillar, I think that's like $700-800. Goldman Sachs, that's way up there also. All right, calculator. All right, profit 652 right there. 652 max profit. Now, unlike buying stocks, a covered call, which is an option strategy, where you buy the stock, you sell the option. Okay, I know what my profit's going to be before I do it. But if I'm going to buy the stock, I have to wait and wait and wait for the stock to make a move. Well, it might make it do it in a day, it might do it in 3 days, it might do it in 5 days, it might do it in 4 weeks. You just don't know. I like predictable and consistent. I know what my profit is, I know what my investment is, I know what I'm buying it for, I know what I'm selling it for, and I know the time frame is 4 days. The 29th of May, that's this coming Friday. 4 days. It's actually 5 days away, but there's no trading tomorrow. So it'll be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. All right, so 652 profit. What's my investment? 18,590. Oops, divide 18,598 comes to a grand total of 3.5%. 3.5% for 1 week. The question you should be asking is, does it make sense? That's number one. Does it make sense? That's number one. Number, do I like this company? You either like Oracle or you don't. You're going to find it, you watch enough, and it's going to be pretty freaking boring, because I do the exact same thing day after day. Do I like this company? Does it make sense? Am I wanting to buy it? Is this someplace I feel my money is safe? You either like it or you don't. Buckeye Tree, Ohio, HMR. Do you mean HRM or HMR? That's two different companies. HMR, I have no idea what that is, but I know what HM is. What company is that you want to look at? So, 3.5, hell yeah. Hell yeah, 3.5 for 1 week. Why not? If 1% a week comes to 50% by the end of the year, what is 3% for 1 week? It adds up. You're right, Kit Kat, it does. All right, 3.5. Let's see. There it is. Oracle. Make it nice and big. There we go. Can't get much bigger than that, can we? All right, here we go. One covered call, Oracle, ORCL. 29 May 26. That's this coming Friday, 5 days away. Now, there's no trading tomorrow, so it's only 4 days. 4 days, the 192.50, 652 is the profit, 18 is the investment. Never sell for less when you pay for it. So if I'm paying 18 for this weekly cash flowing asset, and this week it's giving me 652, let's get the calculator out. 3.5% for 1 week. Think about it, 3.5% for 1 week. Some checking accounts and savings accounts don't even give you that. All right, so 3.5. $3.5. Gotta love, that's 3. We need 2 more. Remember, I find 5 a day. 5 every day, and then I just answer questions. So we got 2 more to come up with. What do we have? Kit Kat. Visa's no more frontiers, does it? Okay, I don't know. Start from the beginning. Yeah, that's funny. Okay, Goldman Sachs and Caterpillar. Okay, Goldman Sachs and Caterpillar. Now, I don't do stocks over $350. I think Microsoft is the most expensive one I would do, only because it's a dividend aristocrat. They give over 25 years of increased profit. So that's a yes. Okay? It's always for yes for me. Any company that's consistently profitable is going to be a yes for me. let's get out of this. Get out of that. And who is it over here? Ridge wants to take a look at Tesla. TSLA. Now, Tesla, I normally don't do because they don't have dividends, which means it's very challenging to see where and when they're going to move. Because the funny thing is, a lot of people don't realize this. Let me show you something for a second. Just, so that you understand. Behind me, this is what's called an EX dividend calendar. Month of May 2026. Today's date is the 24th right here. So what do we have coming up this week? Check this out. Johnson & Johnson, Tractor Supply, Yum Brand, Pedia, Spaghetti, Dow, CBOE, Chicago Board of Options, Baxter, T-Mobile, nice, GLW, isn't that Corning? Look at those companies. Those companies have their dividends coming up this week. Why dividend stocks? Dividend stocks have a tendency to increase in value before the EX date. All these little tiny green dots represents companies that have increased their profits year after year after year, and more importantly, they're sharing those profits with us through what is called a dividend. The dividend is a portion of the company's profits to give back to the investors. That's you and me. When we buy and we sell the stocks, we become owners of the company. Small parts, small, but still, for each share we own, we are entitled to a portion of the profits. However, Tesla doesn't do dividends. Sorry. So how do I invest in Tesla? Well, I do buy it, even though it goes against some of my rules, because there is no way on God's green earth you're going to get away from that man. That man's got so many bases covered, it's unbelievable. Okay, he's got his rockets, he got his solar, he got his robotics, he's got his AI, he's got his taxis, he's got his cars, he's got his batteries, he's got his solar panels, and he has a tunneling machine. Everything he needs to colonize a different planet, which is what he plans on doing. Great, you sell the you send that tunneling machine up into Mars or the moon, one or the other. Okay, you throw the robots up there along with the taxis, along with the batteries, along with the solar. Now you got a workforce because of the robots. Now you got a machine that can dig tunnels into the surface of Mars. And then you get your drilling machines. He has everything he needs to colonize another freaking planet. So there's no getting away from this dude. So yeah, I buy it, but I'm very leery on when I buy it. So if I do Tesla, right now it's at 326. I'll take a look at, like I always do, the high, the low, where was it, where is it, down, up, down, up, down, up. So it's going up right now from the 400. So now it's at 426. So if I do the 425, see, if I buy it now at 426 and I sell it at 425, I can pick up 960. Okay. What if I sold the 422? That's 2 strikes in the money. Safe for trade. Lucky. Are you happy when your shares called away? Yeah, absolutely. Lucky. Look at it this way. Okay. If I buy it 426 and I sell it 425, I'm selling it for $1 less per share. This is the crazy part about it, Lucky. Check this out. If I buy it at 426.01, that's the current price, 426.01, and I sell it at 425, less than what I paid for it, I'm collecting $9.60 per share. That's over 2%, even selling it for less than what I paid for it. It's crazy if you think about it. It's in an upward trend, number one. Number two, it is Tesla. Number three, here's the high, drops down, now she's retracing. That's what stocks do. They go up, they go down, they go up, they go down. That's it. Up, down, up, down, up. So it's definitely going up last 30 days. Check it out. 30-day high, 30-day low. Shoots up, pulls back. Now she's going back up again. It's actually that simple. But I only want to hold it for 5 days. So if I buy it at 426, sell it at 425, less than what I paid for it, I'm still walking away with 960 per share. Even if I lose $1 per share, I'm still walking away with at least 2% profit for 4 days. So when you're selling, what you paid for won't be shares called away right away. Yes, Lucky, but I don't care. Listen, Lucky, you're missing something that's really, really, really huge. Really huge. If I buy 426, I sell the 425s. For the privilege of buying it from me at 425, whoever's buying that option is paying $9.60 per share, which means, hold on, let's do the math for a second. Okay, now, purchase price, $426.01. Okay? If I sell it at 425, okay, 425, I'm collecting the premium 960. I'm actually collecting $434.60. So Lucky, do you see that? I'm buying it $426. I'm selling the call option $425. Someone is paying me $960. So in essence, I'm selling it for $434.60. $434.60. So I'm actually selling it for more than I paid for it, but in reality, I'm selling it for less than I paid for it, if that makes sense. So let's do this one real quick. You ready? Let's get rid of this. Covered call, 425. There it is. One contract. Now this one is going to be pricey because the stock is $100 a share. Okay? Here we go. You ready? Our Bernie King. What's happening? Okay, so Lucky, check this out. Okay? One covered call, 29 May 26th, that's this coming Friday, 5 days away. 425 call option. Here's the profit, $1,103. The investment is $41,000. Yeah, it's $41,000, but it's a $400 stock. Okay? Hold on. Calculator. Profit, you ready? 1,103. 1103. And we're going to divide it by the investment. On this Tesla, remember it's a $400 per share stock. 41,000 divide 41,397. And that comes to a grand total of 2.6%. Even though I'm selling it for less than I paid for it, I'm still walking away with 2.6%. 2.6% for 1 week. But the question should always be, do I like this company? Is this worth the effort? And if it doesn't sell this week, I can always sell next week's. I can sell the week after. I can sell the week after, the week after. Because every 3 days a week, Monday, Friday, this has options. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I only do Fridays. I don't do Monday, Wednesday, but I just do Fridays. So, that being said, 2.6% Tesla. You either like it or you don't. Now, years ago, I didn't do Tesla. But the more this boy got into, well, now I have no choice in the matter because you can't escape it. What do I mean by that? You've seen those futuristic movies. movies sometime in the future, there's always one company that's huge, gigantic. Tesla's going to be it for us. ELF, Drago. Take a look at that in a minute. Hold on. We're still on Tesla. TSA, 29 May. That's this coming Friday. The 425 call option. Here's the profit, 1103, 41 cents. The investment for 2.6%. 2.6 for 1 week. Either makes sense or it don't. 2.6. That's 4. We got 1 more to go. 5 a night. That's all I'm doing is 5 quality dividend stock companies that pay 1% or more every night. We got 4. We need 1 more. 1 more. ASA price for Visa, price needs to go to 412 to make it the profit by the end of this week. No. No, 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 no. Sit tight for a second. Whoops. All right, we do it this way. Well, that's, move that that way, and do this way. Alrighty then. So, where were we? Hey, Jonathan, what's happening? All right, so ASA. Let me explain briefly what a covered call is. You ready? Now, the current price, $329.08 for Visa. That's the current price, $329.08. If I sell the stock option, okay, $330. The stock only has to go up 92 cents between now and Friday. Can it? Maybe, maybe not. If the stock is above $330, someone will buy it from me, giving me my money back. But for the privilege of them buying it from me at $330, they're to pay me an option premium, which is $412. So a covered call, you buy the stock first, price $329.08. The option is the right to buy it from me at a certain price by a certain date. Certain price, $330. Certain date, 29 May, this Friday. So 2 things are going to happen, or 2 things may happen. If the stock is above $330, the option that I'm selling, someone's going to buy it from me. It means I get all my money back, and I get to keep this. Now, if the stock is below $330, it could be $29.99. That option's going to expire. I get to keep this money, and I still own the stock, allowing me to sell it again next week for the $330 call option again. Once I own stock, I can sell whatever option I want week after week after week after week until it goes above $330 and someone buys it from me. Okay, so no, the stock to go to $412. The stock doesn't have to do anything. Whatever the stock does is irrelevant. What has to happen, the person pays me the premium. If the stock goes up, great. I'll get all my money back, plus I keep the profit. If the stock goes down, I really don't care in one manner. What I mean by that, remember rule number 1? Never buy anything you do not intend to hold on to long term. So if you do not like Visa at $329, you should not be buying Visa at $329. It's a simple process. You either like the company or you don't. Either it's good value for you at this current price or it's not. This is not a long-term play, but you go into it as if it was. I go into it with the intention of holding it long-term, which means I have no problem. I'm perfectly okay buying Visa at 329.08. However, if somebody wants to pay me 330, which is more than I paid for it, along with whatever the premium is, I'm perfectly okay with that. My goal is not to buy and hold stocks. My goal is a safe, predictable, consistent 1% a week. That's it. I have no intention whatsoever to getting married again. What do I mean by that? Well, people do it all the time. They buy a stock and they refuse to sell it. Whether it goes up or whether it goes down, they refuse to sell. That's not what I'm doing. I'm doing this with one goal specific in mind. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1%. Is it giving me 1%? Do I like it? Well, 329, 330s, 412, well, it's more than 1%. As a matter of fact, it's 1.2%. Uh-oh. Where the hell did the other ones go? Ha ha ha! Where did they go? Shit. Uh-oh, I can't find anything. Oh well, so much for that. We need to find one more. I lost the other ones. Next. So hopefully that made sense. Uh-oh, who was that? Oh, okay. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Okay. Great stylist, how are you today? Kit Kat, it's a high price. Well, it's a high price, don't buy it. The questions are very simple. Do I like this company? Do I like this company at this current price? I gotta say this successful one all over again. Because I can't find it. 2 points. Gotta find it. I don't know where it went. Oh, there they are, right there. That's why I couldn't find it. And whoops. There we are, right there. Okay, so we're not saving this one anymore. We already got that one. Back to where we were. Okay, hopefully that made sense. Tucker Charles, Visa dumping on Tuesday. Everybody knows that. Okay, let me ask a question. Why is Visa dumping on Tuesday? If that's true, why don't I know it? Because Visa doesn't look like it's going to be dumping on Tuesday. Let's pull up Visa. Visa. Well, Visa is definitely in an upward trend. Okay, she went up, down, down. Now she's going back up again. Maybe it will go down. It's a 50-50. You either like it or you don't. And it's that simple. 100K, how you doing today? Lucky. Do you wait for the stock to go down to sell puts and up to do covered calls? No. I look at it strategically, which means sometimes I do cash secured puts, which is the puts, and most of the time I do the covered calls because they're simple, they're safer, and it's easier. It's midnight. Hold on. Goldman Sachs. Okay. the call. It's midnight right now, so I'm going to leave, but I'm subscribing so I can learn more from you. Cool beans. Thank you. See you next time. Ridge, we'll take a look at P-Cart and over here. You're good. Joe wants to take a look at Macy's. So, Tucker Charles, terribly sorry, dude. I'm not 100% convinced that Visa is going to dump on Tuesday. But here's the thing. Always remember rule number 1. Never anything that you do not intend to hold on to long term. If you don't think it's worthy of your money, don't buy it. That's simple. You don't want it, don't buy it. That's it. Chaz. Yep. Oracle, Nike, Tesla. We already did those. All right, where are I? Don't you have to pay a fortune in taxes on short-term options? See ya. How are you today? See, let me explain something to you just briefly, little tiny bit. Are you ready? Number 1, depending on how you buy your shares. If I buy them in my own personal name, well, I have the highest taxes there possibly can be. That's it. If it's in your personal name, that's the highest taxes you can pay. If you put it in your corporation's name, create a corporation, an LLC, subchapter C, subchapter S, whatever, then you only pay corporate tax rate. If you do it in a state where there are no corporate taxes, guess what? No corporate taxes. Always, always, always remember to set up your account in a way that best suits what it is you're trying to get. So if you do it in your own personal name, yes, congratulations, you are paying the highest taxes possible. If you're buying it in a corporation's name, well, you're actually buying it at a corporate level and paying corporate level taxation. However, corporate taxes are offset by losses. So if you lose someplace, profits can offset the losses if you want to play the corporate game. Or you can put it into a family foundation, or you can put it into a family spendthrift. How you set up your account is going to be more important than anything else, because that's going to tell you exactly what your responsibilities are and what your obligations are. You put it into a family foundation or a family trust, you don't have to pay taxes until you take it out. It's always going to depend on how you do that. Mad Talk, you're new here. Okay, so but how doesn't really give me any kind of idea what specifically your question is. But how what? Okay, if you ask a better question, you'll get a better answer. Getting a better answer will probably move you forward a little bit quicker. But how doesn't really make sense because I'm not 100% sure where that but how filled in. Joe wants to take a look at one of my favorites, Macy's. Ooh, got a minor problem here with Macy's, Joe. Do you see it? I'm looking for 5 things. You ready? The high, the low, where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down, up, down, up. What happened here on Friday? Let's zoom in and see what happened. Okay, here's a minor issue. You ready? 30 days. Same thing. Same 5. The high, the low, where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Down, up. What happened on Friday? She was at 18, jumped to 21. 18 to 21 is $3. Well, $3 is not a lot, but $3 on an $18 stock, well, that's over 13-14%. So if you bought here and it jumps up 13%, are you going to sell? That is a week and a half. I don't, number one, I don't buy at the high. 30-day high, no thank you. Number 2, from here to here is over 10%. Yeah, no thank you. Don't get me wrong, I love Macy's. I actually own some, but I wouldn't be getting into it now because the opportunity was like last week. The bottom, 2 days up, on the 3rd day up in. Now, I'm not going to blow smoke up your ass and say I'd have jumped in here. No, wouldn't have. I don't buy at the low. I use the low as an indicator to when to buy. Okay, low, 2 days up, here's 2. Third day, I jump in right there. That's where I would jump in. I'm not going to tell you I jump in there, because that'd be lying. I don't lie. Here's the funny thing. The older you get, the less you can remember. So I don't lie anymore, because I would have to remember what the hell the lie was. So I'd rather just tell the truth. Here's your bottom. 30-day top, 30-day bottom. I don't buy at the bottom. 2 days up, on the third day I jump in right there. So look at that nice move right there. Yep, I would have been out, because I'm only looking for 1% for 5 days. That's it. OXY, Joe, Occidental Petroleum. Hold on, we got a couple more over here. Okay, Joe, no for that. Tucker Charles, Klarna. You got to give me the ticker symbol. I never heard of that company. And if I never heard, it's usually going to be a no. The reason I say that is I'm very particular on what I buy. Are they consistently profitable? Do they have weekly options? Is it the right time to buy? I'm very picky what I buy, but I'll take a look at it for you. All right, so Ridge wants to take a look at PCAR. PCAR. Nope. That was quick. That wasn't even 2 seconds, and it was a no. The reason why it was a no, I got 5 simple rules. I told you the 5 criteria. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent news. That's the 5 criteria. The 5 rules. Rule 1, never buy something you don't want to hold on to. You might like PCAR. Good for you. Rule number 2, never sell loss. It defeats the purpose of the whole game. Rule number 3, is the company consistently profitable? Rule number 4, weekly options only. June, July, August, September, November, December, January. Those are months of the year, which means I can trade them once a month, 12 times a year. And if I'm getting 1 to 2% each trade, that's 12 to 24% by the end of the year. That doesn't work for me. I want 1% a week. That's 50% a year. Hell of a lot better than 12. So, sorry, that's a no. Macy's, we're looking at Macy's. Tucker Charles, Klarna, never heard of it. Thoughts on Bitcoin? I don't do Bitcoin here. Hooks, never heard of it. Usually if I've never heard of it, it's going to be a no. And it is a no. Cannot find the symbol, which means not traded on the U.S. stock market. Sorry, that's a no. You ever day traded? Yep, long time ago. Don't do it anymore. Alex, with that capital, I split 7,000 high beta stocks, 7K low beta, safe. Then I day trade the rest, minimum 10 to 15% one day, almost every day. Good for you, dude. I just don't do that anymore. You support on the charts, then relative strength, index, Bollinger Bands, oh, hell no. Hell no, dude. See, Alex, what you're saying makes perfect sense for what you're doing. I'm going to agree with you 100%. But you're forgetting one major factor. Well, actually, 2 major factors. Number 1, this strategy is created for a 9-year-old. Try explaining MACD, RSI, all that crap to a 9-year-old. Nah, that ain't going to happen. Number 2, I don't want to spend all day in front of my computer. I just don't. I don't day trade anymore. 5 to 10 minutes, that's all I want to do. What was that other thing you forgot? I forget. It is what it is. All right, so Alex, the relative strength, yep. Nope. Oh, okay, still losing money, place X, blah, blah, okay, yep. Don't get me wrong, what you're doing is great for what you're doing. I'm 62 years old. I don't take risks anymore. I don't day trade. I'm simple 5-10 minutes a week. Well, sorry, 5-10 minutes a day. I'm done. I'm over with. I want to move on with my day. But thank you for that. All right, back over here. Klarna, no thank you. Asa, we already talked about that. Jonathan, how's it going, Jonathan? Drago wants ELF. ELF. Never heard of it. Look at this. Here's the bottom. Now, if I've never heard of it, okay, now I'm not saying no to it. I just never heard of it. So, Drago, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Yahoo Finance. Okay? Hold on. I'm going to go to Yahoo Finance to find out who the hell is this company? ELF. And then I want to find out details. Are they profitable? Do they have dividends? If so, are they consistently profitable? Okay, so here we are at Yahoo Finance, and it's going to be a no only because there has no dividends. So you know what that means? That means I have to do more research on a company I've never heard of. So let's go quickly to the summary. Oh, wait a second. Historical data. Okay, nothing there. So now I'll go to summary. Well, do they have profits? If so, how much? Okay. 52.90 Elf Beauty. There we go. And they do have profits. 44 cents per share. Profits, 44 cents per share. Okay, well, let's take a look at the numbers then. Okay, same thing. High, low, where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down, up, down. What's happening now? Remember what I said earlier? You make money buying low and selling high. Well, this baby's at the low of the year. Last week, the bottom of the year, right there. If you like this company. Now, I've never heard of it, so I'm not going to invest in it. But let's take a look at the numbers. The last 30 days. Okay? 30-day high, 30-day bottom. Okay? Down, drop, up, down, up. That's easy to see. But here's the thing. The 30-day bottom was on Thursday. Friday was 1 day up. Remember I told you earlier? I don't pick bottoms because I'm not good at it. But there's the bottom right there, or it's what looks like the bottom. Well, so did that look like the bottom last week? And that looked like the bottom 2 weeks ago. I want 2 days up, 1, 2, and on the third day, I'd think about jumping in. So I'm going to write ELF down for this week, because we're looking for the new bottom. And that could show up any day now. We just don't know when. But if you like it, great. Let's look at the numbers. Currently it was 52.90. The closest strike price to 52.90. Come on, guys, it's not that difficult. It's 53. And the 53 is going for 139. That's more than 2.5%. Because the stock price is 52.90. So what's 1% of 52.90? 52 cents. $52. 1% is 52 cents. And it's paying $1.39. That's more than 2%. So yeah, I like that one. So Drago, maybe ELF. I'll wait and see what it does. A, B, and B, really? A, B, and B. Uh-oh, am I real? No, I'm a meat popsicle. So let's take a look at A, B, and B. The low, where was it? Where is it? Up, down, up, down, up, down. What's going on here? Last 30 days. Take a look. 30-day high, 30-day low, up, down, up. Here's my 2 days to the upside from the 30 bottom. So if this thing opens up higher on Tuesday, then maybe. Wait a second. 132.35. The 132 is paying 247. The 133 is paying 202. So both of those are over 1% if you like Airbnb. Either you like it or you don't. It's kind of simple if you think about it. So let's check it out. Covered call, the 133. Let's do the 132s. Nah, it's safer. 132 is safer. I like safety. Sorry, I'm retired. I don't want to take risks. No risks. Josh, what software am I using? Josh, this is not software. This is a trading platform. You can trade anywhere you want. Think or swim. which is through Charles Schwab. Charles Schwab, Just a Trade, Robinhood, Webull, Acorn, almost any trading platform. That's all this is, a trading platform. That's it. 1% a week is too good to be true. Actually, no, it's not. 1% a week is slow, boring, and tedious. It is, believe it or not. It's the same stocks over and over and over again. It's the same strategy over and over and over again. It takes 5 to 10 minutes a day. 5 to 10 minutes a day to make 1% per week is 50% by the end of the year. Okay, so here we go. One covered call of Airbnb. One contract. Here's what it should look like and sound like. By covered call, Airbnb. 29 May, this coming Friday. 132 call option. Get this. The price, $132.35, and I'm selling for less than I paid, $132, picking up $228 for $13,000. What rate of return is that? $228 divided by 12,972. 12,972. Grand total of 1.7 for 1 week. One either makes sense or it doesn't. You either like the company or you don't. Investing your own money should not be difficult. As a matter of fact, if you didn't know, okay, you're not going to like this. But when you get here, retirement, okay, when you're done working, say, that's it, I'm done retiring. You got, what was it, 3 different ways? 3 different ways to retire. You ready? Number 1, you can time out. You understand what that means? Time out? Time out means you just get too old. That's it. You walk into work one day, and they said, no, you're just too damn old to come to work, you need to retire. And then you're forced to retire. That's timing out, because you're just too damn old. Sorry to be the bad news, but you are getting older every day. Every day you're 1 day older, you're 1 day closer to the grave. Sorry, is what it is. I'm a Gen Xer. There's no policy here coming whatsoever. You're getting older every day. I'm 62. I'm getting older. Okay. Number 2, way of retiring. You can sing a song with me if you know this one. You ready? You can take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more. Meaning, you made enough money with your investments to take care of all your bills. That's where I'm at. I make enough money every week that takes care of all my bills. And number 3, you're not going to like this one, toe tag. You know what that means, don't you? That means you die on your way to work or at work or your way home from work. And you don't get to enjoy your retirement. That's it. 3 ways. You either make enough money to walk away, you either get too old, or you die, and you don't get to retire at all. And when you do, you got choices. Hate to be the bearer of more bad news, but here it is. 2 choices. That's it. And don't think you're special, because you ain't. Learn to do it yourself. That's what we're here for. Learn to do it yourself. Or, I don't want to do it, give it to someone else. That's it. Do it yourself, or give up accountability and let someone else do it for you. That's it. 2 choices. Sorry. I believe in comments. Up, down, left, right, hot, cold. You know, it is or it isn't. It's a yes, it's a no. No such thing as a maybe. It's heads or tails. All right, so Airbnb 1.7. 1.7. This is it. This is number 5. I do 5 a night. This is it. Number 5. Then we're going to take a look at some questions you guys have. Don't worry. I'll be back tomorrow night. We can do it all over again tomorrow night. Every night. Ready? Here we go. There it is. Whoa, yeah, baby. Airbnb. Airbnb. 29 May 26. That's this coming Friday. The 132 call option. Take a look at this. The current price, $32.35. So I'm selling it for less than I'm paying for it and still walking away with over 1%. Wrap your head around that for a second. I'm buying it, selling it for less than I paid for it, still walking away with more than 1%. Stocks go three ways. That's it. It goes up, it goes down, or it goes nowhere. That's it. Up, down, or nowhere. So if it goes up, great. I'm golden. If it goes nowhere, I'm golden. This thing can even go down a little bit, and I'm still good. Three ways. Up, down, sideways, or nowhere. So, 1.7. Here's my profit. 228. My investment will be $13,000 for 1.7%. 1.7% for 1 week. So here's the question you need to ask yourself. Do I like Airbnb? Does it make sense to me? Is this something that I want to put my money into? It either is or it isn't. That's it. Is or it isn't. All right, that being said, that's the last one for the evening. 1.7. 1.7. There we go. Monday, there's our 5. Here we go. Next. Get my seat, get comfortable, and answer some questions. User 3105304666107. What were your parents thinking when they named you? Really? Hormel, HRL, is a dividend king, which means they have 5 decades of increased profits. Johnny Bass, X, which is U.S. Steel, is going to be a no, because U.S. Steel went private, and ever since they went private, the option premiums are horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. All right, let's put X in right there. Okay? And it went from a weekly to a monthly. Sorry. Rich Canyon, glad you like it, dude. Malik, are weekly options not risky? Okay, Malik, if you don't understand them, you shouldn't do them. Now, the reason we're here is to explain them to you going one step at a time. Malik, I always tell people just starting out, paper trade. Don't do anything you don't understand. Marty McFly, MASH. Thank you there, Marty McFly. Doesn't make any sense, but thank you anyway. Alrighty. Larry T-Loff. What the hell is T-Loff? T-O-L-F-F. No options, no thank you. Sorry, Larry. T-Loff. No options, no thank you. Asa, what if the price goes down? You trade again next week? Absolutely. Asa, I'm going to share something with you just in case you don't understand. You ready? Asa, you ready? Here we go. Look at this. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Asa, that's all they do. They go down, they go up, they go up, they up, down, up, down, up, down. Look. Up, down, 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 up, down. That's all they do. They go up, they go down. That's it. What your job is, Asa, pick a company you like to hold on to for the rest of your life. Is it worth you putting your money into, what company is this? Ooh, Marathon, Mara, M-A-R-A. Either you like it or you don't. You feel safe about it or you don't. But here's the thing. There's always, 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 always going to be one high and one low. Whatever time frame you're looking at. One high, one low. Whatever time frame you are looking at. One high, one low. Stocks go up, stocks go down. What your job is to do, to find something you like at a price you're okay with, and a strategy that makes sense to you. Okay, hopefully that made sense. All right. Keep on keeping now. All right, what else do we got? Baker, SoFi, S-O-F-I. Now, I don't do SoFi because they don't have dividends, which means I would have to look at 20 years of quarterly reports and annual reports. I'll be honest with you, I'm a lazy trader. I don't want to read annual reports over and over and over. Hey, you know what we haven't done in a while? Let's check this out. You ready? For the fun of it, only because we're on the topic, we're going to go over to FinViz. FinViz, also known as financial visualization. It's just a tool to find out what stocks look good, which ones don't, blah, 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 blah. Whatever. But when I'm looking at the stock screener, where is it? Stock screener, there it is right there, right? The screener. What that does is it goes through all the different stocks to find out what's good, what's not good. All right, well, I'm looking for one thing on here. Well, that's it. One piece of data. That's it, just one. You ready? One piece of data. Right there. There it is. 11,152 companies. I check this number every week. This week, 11,152 companies. That's how many you get to choose from. Either it makes sense or it don't. They just changed the rules in your Airbnb. Okay, do you ever spend time with your daughter? Yeah. There's a challenge about spending time with. She's, uh-oh, this is not good. Hold on a second. 26. She's 26. She's going to be 27 this year. Holy cow, my daughter's going to be 27. You know, funny thing, when I was 27, I already had a kid. When I was 29, I had two. Okay? So, yeah. She has her own life, and it's very challenging to get to spend time with them. But when I do, I love spending time with my kids. That's one of the things that money can do for you. You get whatever you want, whenever you want. When money's no longer a factor, yeah, I go down and hang out with them. But they're still working. Because to them, they still work 40, 50, 60 hours a week. Because they haven't realized. My daughter's 27. She hasn't been kicked around enough. Seriously, she hasn't been kicked around enough. Now, I originally created this for her. She doesn't do it anymore. She quit when she was a teenager. Because boys, 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 that's what her interest was back then. Anyway, so the only thing I'm looking for here, right there. How many dividend stocks? 11,152. That's what you get to choose from. Which ones make sense? You probably don't have enough money to put money into each and every single one. I know I don't. So I got to be choosy. Dividend kings, dividend aristocrats, dividend champions, dividend contenders, and anything on Warren Buffett's list. All right, so let's get out of that. I don't need that anymore. All right, whatever. Doesn't want to delete on me. So, what else we go? Oh, the last dawn. Can you go over straddles or strangles? But guess what? I'm not going to. Last dawn, the reason why I'm not going to straddles and strangles is because I'm getting this to you for free. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent, 1% per week. 1% per week, so 50% by the end of the year. Straddles and strangles are more complicated. Yeah, you can make more money, but it's more complicated. And no, I'm not going to give it away for free. I spent 30 years learning what I learned. So I'm giving to you this for free. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent. Sorry. It is what it is. M Corp. What are the other three? We already did that one. Bruno, what's happening? If you have to log in and sell it, or is it automatically sold? Here's the thing. Okay? If I buy the stock for this price, I sell this covered call, and it's above this price, it will do it automatically for me. If it's below this price, it will do it automatically for me, but I'll still own the stock. I'll only get rid of the stock if it's above the strike price I sell. If it's below the strike price I sell, I keep the stock, and the option expires on its own. Joe, ASTS. Yes and no, Joe. Let me explain. You ready? Here we go, Joe. You ready for this? 30-day high, 30-day low. Where was it? Where is it? Down, up. No, thank you, Joe. I do not buy at the high. I do not buy at the high. I don't buy at the low either. Okay? I'm looking for the bottom. 2 days up. On the third day, I jump in. That's it. Look for the bottom. Third day up. Okay? 2 days up. On the third day, I'll jump in. That's been my rule for the last 30 years. Okay, let's keep on going. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, all done there, all done there, all done there, all done there. Got a couple more questions. What are the other three? Kyle, what's happening? John, Bill, Dylan, how much do you make monthly from dividends? About zero. You weren't listening, Dylan. I'm not looking for the dividend. The reason it says dividend stock talk, this is what I'm looking for, Dylan. Dividends. These little green dots are EX dividend dates. There's 4 dates to remember on EX dividend date calendar. Number 1, let's pick one. Here we go. The symbol, dividend amount, date number 1 you need to remember. The announcement date, that's date number 1. It's more or less when the company says, hey, this is how much money we made, this is how much you're going to get, and this is when you're going to get it. It's the announcement date, that's all it is, no big deal. But the important date, date number 2, the EX dividend date, that is represented by these little tiny green dots all over the place. So the little green dots tell you when the company is going to pay a dividend. So here's the key that not many people know. This little dot, when the company has the EX date, the stock has a tendency to go up before this date. If you want to collect the dividend, you have to buy it before this date. Date number 2, the EX dividend date. The last day the stock trades before the dividend is paid. I don't look to get the dividend because after the dividend is paid, the stocks have a tendency to go down. So if I'm collecting dividends, means the stock's going to go down. I have to hold it longer than I want to. I buy it before the dividend date. As the stock goes up, I want to grow my 1% and get out before the dividend is paid. Okay? So, date number 3 would be the date of record. Whoever owns the stock on the date of record is entitled to the dividend. That's it. Buy it before this date, hold it past the dividend date of record. Date number 4. The payment date. 4 dates. Announcement date. Hey, this is how much we made. This is how much you're getting. EX date. Last day before the dividend is paid. Date of record. Whoever owns it on the date of record is entitled to the dividend. Date number 4. Payment date when you get your money. That's it. I don't look to collect the dividends. If I get it, great. Not what I'm looking for, though. Stock 220. Oh, now Stock 220 wants to know to set up a phone call. Yes, you can. You got 2 choices. You like that, 2 choices. Number 1, you can drop your phone number here. Not here on the screen, but go to the top corner of the of your screen, because you're on TikTok now. Go to the top corner. Click on my little face up there. It says Dividend Stock Talk. That will take you to my email address. Send me an email. Or go to the website and book a call. Okay? The 10-minute. Oh, let's go there just for the fun of it. Okay? Right there. Oops, nope, that's join the morning trading group. Yes, we have a morning trading group where we all get together. Oh, that looks familiar. Simple, safe, predictable. 1% per week. Yes, I know. It's over 50% per year. Blah, blah. Right there. Book a call. Hey, you can buy some merchandise. Or you can join the morning group. One or the other. But here's the thing. don't forget this. This is important. If you think you're having a conversation with me via internet, Snapchat, Telegram, text, whatever, it's not me. I don't do that. You're live, you're hearing me. You're hearing me live right here, right now. This is not it is actually 12:44 a.m. on the 25th. So if you're watching this any time besides 12:44 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, it's a recording. But at this moment, it's live. So I don't communicate through text messages, Instagram, Instacart, Snapchat. I don't do any of that. You want to have a conversation, do it the old-fashioned way. Pick up the phone. I will call you. Drop your number. I will call you. Okay? That's simple. Why are covered calls safer than cash secured puts? It's not what I said. It's better if you listen to what I say before you make assumptions. I didn't say they were safer. Okay? A cash secured put and a covered call are basically the same in a manner of which you have to put up a certain amount of money. So a cash secured put is exactly what it sounds like. Cash secured, which means if I'm going to do a cash secured put on ASTS, I would have to put up enough money to buy however many shares is required. To do a covered call, I have to put up a certain amount of money to buy the shares. So either way, a cash secured put or a covered call, you still have to put up the same amount of money. So yeah, it's kind of the same. And okay, hopefully that worked. Thank you there, Jonathan. Joe, not if they are in a Roth IRA. Okay, Joe, I'm assuming about taxes you're talking about. Yeah, you have to pay taxes if it's in a Roth IRA. Cloudy Water, I'm working on starting my corporation to avoid nearly 40% taxes. That makes sense. It does. Schwab or international brokers. Yeah, I like both of those. Okay, now, I don't use international brokers. I tried it years ago, but I wrote a book about 18 years ago, choosing the right trading platform for your trading style. Something like that. It was 18 years ago. What do you expect me to remember everything? I like Thinkorswim, number one, because they haven't changed it in over 20 years. All right. I like this comment right here. I'm going to read the comment out loud. And for those of you that have been here more than once, will understand why that's a crock of shit. Okay? So, Bernatello says, bought those QQQ call options you liked, but they quickly went to zero the same day. Well, here's the thing. Number one, there's no way on God's green earth I would ever tell you to buy that piece of crap. Why am I saying that? Well, remember what I said? I want consistent profits, at least 2 decades. 2 decades, that's 20 years of consistent profits. Let's take a look at the Qs. So for that, we're going to go over to Yahoo Finance, put in the QQQs right here. Here they are right here. Okay, let's go, QQQs. Now, what I'm looking for, remember I said 2 decades of consistent profits? Well, here's the thing. I look at historical pricing. Then I want to see the dividends only. Because the interesting thing about dividends, a lot of you may or may not know, maximum amount, because I want to see 2 decades, which is 20 years. What you may or may not know, the dividend is a portion of the company's profits that they give back to us, the investors. So if the company makes more money year after year, the dividends go higher and higher and higher. Now, if the company makes less money, the dividends go down. It is a direct correlation. Stock profits go up, dividends go up. Stock profits go down, dividends go down. So, consistency of profitability. Remember I said that earlier? Consistently profitable. 2 decades. You ready, Bernatello? Let me show you why I do not do the Qs. Other than the fact that they're $700 a share. Okay? Here we go. The Qs. Are you ready? Watch this. 2006. 2.9, 2.6, 2.3. Let me say that again. 2.9, 2.6, that's lower. That means they made less money. 2.3, again, less money. 2.9, lower, lower, higher. Lower, higher, lower, higher, lower, higher, lower. There's no way in hell I would buy this piece of crap. So no, I did not tell you to buy it, and no, I don't buy call options. I only sell call options after buying the equity, which means I'd buy the QQQs first, then sell the option. So no, I did not tell you to buy the Qs, and I would never, ever buy the Qs. Number one, they're $700 a share. No, thank you. Number two, they are not profitable consistently. You want to see consistency ability? Check this out. This is what consistency of profitability should look like. Let's go back to 2006. There it is right there. Are you ready? Bernatello, you ready? Check this out. 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 16, 20, 23, 28, 31, 36, 39, 42, 46, 51, 56, 62, 68, 75, 83, 91. Every single year, this went higher, 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 higher. I do not do the Qs. They are not consistently profitable. And I do not buy options. I sell them. So don't be putting crap up there like that I don't do, that I don't make recommendations either. Okay, this is entertainment. I sing, I dance, I do weird kind of stuff, but I don't make recommendations. Sorry. Don't be doing that's not a nice thing, because some people might believe you when you say that. No, I didn't. Joe, you're welcome. Ottoman, Justice, hello. Kool-Aid, Kool-Aid. Eddie was here. RDW. What is that? Seriously, what is that? RDW. RDW. Interesting, but no. Not even going to look at it. It's at the high of the 30-day period. I don't buy at the high. Simple. I don't buy at the high. Sorry, Eddie. Justice, thank you. M Corp wants to take a look at now. NOW. Interesting. The top, the bottom. Where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Down, up, down, up, down, up. What's going on here? Last 30 days. The last 30 days gives me a good idea where it's going next. That's all it does. Take a look. 30-day high, 30-day bottom, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. 1 day, 2 days, right there. Look at that. 1, 2. 30-day high, 1, 2. There it is. So if tomorrow, Tuesday, it's higher than 102.13, that would be a yes to jump in. 102.13, the 102 is going for 310. That's more than 3%. If you like this company. That's it. Do you like this company? It's a yes or no. Do you feel it's safe to put your money in here? Thank you there, Mr. Joe. Mark, thank you for that. N-Corp, what is the 5? We'll get to that in a little bit. Airbnb, Tesla. How was New Orleans? New Orleans is not what I thought it was going to be. Okay? I went to, what do you call that? Cafe Du Monde. I had some beignets. Didn't thrill me at all. It's like, really? I wasted my time and money and effort for this? I don't get excited. I've been in the the restaurant business for years, and I don't get excited about going out. So when you go to someplace like that, you go out for dinner, you go out for lunch, and you go out for breakfast. It's like $300 a day to eat. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. What? Yeah, no. Didn't have any fun at all. Went for a wedding. Everyone got married. Everybody's happy. Wonderful. Only options? No, I do stocks and options. Weekly cash flow. Explain to me. Embarca. Weekly cash flow. You need me to explain that to you? I invest on Monday. On Friday, I make money. Okay? Monday through Friday, 5 days a week, Monday, Thursday, Friday. I buy on a Monday, and I like to be out on a Friday, 1% a week. So if I buy something on Monday and sell a covered call, which means selling a stock option, is that more than 1%? Is it for the week? If I'm buying this here at 102.13, if I buy it at 102.13, I'm going to sell someone the call option, which is selling them the right, not the obligation, to buy it from me for a certain price by a certain date. So if I buy it at 102.13, I'm going to turn around and sell it for 102. You heard me right. I'm going to sell it for less than I paid for it and still walk away with the profit by Friday using a covered call strategy. See, I'm here every night, so you might want to come back again tomorrow, the next night, or the next night for a little bit more explanation, because we are 4 minutes away from being done for the evening. Okay? I'm on for 2 hours a night, and then we're just about done. So, Embarca, hopefully that made sense. C-Nick, what's going on? Dano, thoughts on quantum stocks? You got to give me a ticker symbol. Okay, and Barker, I just gave you that. Dividend Kings, what is that? Uh-oh. The Peptide Nurse. Well, good evening to you, Miss Peptide Nurse. Dividend King. Think of the name there for a second. Break it down for a little bit. It has to do with dividends. Now, a dividend is a portion of the company's profits that they give back to us. Anthony, how you doing? Nice to see you there, Anthony. Okay, so Peptide Nurse. A dividend is a profit the corporation gives back to the investors. So if I'm going to buy a stock such as NOW, it's up here, if the company is profitable, it shares the profit through what is called a dividend. Okay? Now a king is basically the cream of the crop. It's the best of the best. Any cuts or increased its dividends for more than, you ready for this? I need 2 hands for this one. You ready? 5 decades. That's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, a half a century of increased profits. That means every year they make more money, more money, more money. Higher, 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 higher profits. That's what a dividend king is. Look at the crop. You cannot get any better than 5 decades of increased profits. Mano! SPY is up huge. Really? I don't really care because I don't do SPY. And I already said earlier, I do not buy at the high. It just makes no sense to me. Okay? Now, I've heard it over and over again. You make money in the stock market, you buy low and you sell high. You don't buy high and wait for it to go higher. You can do that if you want. I don't. Sorry. Bro King Sounds. Name. Vano. What's happening, Vano? Roberto. Nick, which one was that? I have no idea. Austin, what did you do for a career before you retired? Oh, I did a bunch of things. I was a fisherman. I was a lobsterman. I was a mason. I was a carpenter. I was a roofer. I owned my own manufacturing company for a while. I was a handyman, and I was in the restaurant business for quite a while. I've done a lot of stuff. Okay? RV, NYCE, New York Stock Exchange. I don't know. Do they have stocks? NYSE. No, they don't. Tasha, how you doing? All right. Jams, NYC Waste Management. Now, unfortunately, Waste Management is a monthly optionable stock, which I don't do monthlies. June, July, September, October, December. Those are months of the year. There's a big difference between monthly and weekly. Why is there nothing on there? Why did that just go out? Oh. Oh, there it is. This is monthly. Okay? June, July, September, October, December, January. This is weekly. 29 May, this Friday. 5 June, next Friday. 12 June, 2 Fridays away. 18 June, 3 Fridays away. 26 June, 4 Fridays away. 2 July, 5, so on and so forth. Huge difference between weekly and monthly. Weekly means I can do it every single week. Get 1 or 2% every single week. Monthly means I can get 1 to 2% every single month. I don't do monthlies. The numbers just never work in my favor. See Nick. Oh, hey, I'm looking forward to chatting with you, brother. I am. Cajun Junkman. 10-4, thank you. You're welcome. What do we have over here? Over here, over here. What do we have? What do we have over here? Okay, so hi Ken. Hey Ken says 1% weekly ROI, too good to be true. Well, kind of is, kind of isn't. You do have to do something fit. Okay, you do have to see. I ask myself 5 questions every single day. Okay, NOA trades, thoughts on cannabis stocks. Well, number one, they're not 20 years old. I want decades of inconsistent profits. RVP stock symbol JEPI, hell no. Now, the reason why I'm saying hell no, JEPI, is they're just not consistently profitable, and they haven't been around for 2 decades. I'm looking for 2 decades. I'm retired. Remember, I'm retired. I don't have the luxury of being wrong, which means every trade I do is calculated, simple, safe, predictable, and consistent. All right? I don't do risky stuff, and I think anything less than 20 years of profits is risky for me. Because remember, I'm retired. If you're not retired, hey, you do GAPI. I'm not going to do it. I've seen the numbers. So, hey, Ken, you think 1% a week is too good to be true. Well, you do have to put some effort into it. You do have to take a look at your stocks. What did I buy? What did I sell? Where is it right now? Where is it going? Down, up. Okay? What did I buy? What did I sell? Where is it? Where is it going? And what should I do next? The first 4 are easy. What did I buy? Well, T, 25, 26. What did I sell? The 25s. Where is it right now? Well, it's right here. Where does it look like it's going? It looks like it's going up. What do I do? That's the tough one. What did I buy? Where is it? Where's it going? What should I do? Wait a minute. What did I buy? What did I sell? Where is it? Wait a minute. What did I buy? What did I sell? Where is it? Where is it going? What should I do? Okay? Skin 86. How do we find companies with 20 years of history? RV25761. Hope you get a pencil, piece of paper. If not, don't worry about it. This is recorded. You can go to YouTube and watch it over again. Dividend Kings. 5 decades, increased profits. Dividend Aristocrats. 25 years, quarter of a century, increased profits. Dividend Champions, 25 years, increased profits. The rules are a little bit different than the Champions and the Aristocrats. Number 4, Dividend Contenders, 10 to 24 years, increased profits. List number 5. Anything on Warren Buffett's list. CNIC, Clorox CLX is a dividend king, but it's a monthly option. Don't get me wrong, I love Clorox. I do buy it and sell it in a different strategy, but not this one, because it's a monthly and I don't do monthlies. Skins 86. What is the best way to transfer my accounts from a personal ownership to a corporate account? Number one, corporate account, you got to have at least $250,000. That's number one. Number two, you call them up and say, hey, I want to open a corporate account, push all my stuff over there. That's it. Eddie, RDW. What the hell is RDW? RDW. Redwire, never heard of it. No. Now, just because I never heard of it doesn't mean it's a no. The reason I said no is because it's at a high of a 30-day period, which means, why the hell would I be buying it way up there? That's a time for selling. Sorry. Joshua, are you using Thinkorswim? Yes, I am. Skim 86, Hood, HOOD. Interesting, but not this week. The top, the bottom, where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down, down. Zoom into that. Last 30 days, what are we looking at? Down, up, down. Sorry, if you like, wait for the bottom to show up. Look, here's the bottom. 1, 2 days up. I would have jumped in there. Because remember what I said? Okay, now I'm not going to blow smoke. I'm not going to lie to you. Okay, the high, 39, bottom, shoots up, comes back down right there last Tuesday. Last Tuesday was the bottom. Wednesday was higher. Thursday was higher. Friday started out higher, but then dropped. So yeah, I would have, but I didn't. Because I usually don't buy on Fridays. I usually buy on Mondays and Tuesdays. Teacher, you remind me of the stock version of Tony Hawk. Thank you there, Eddie. I'm not quite sure if that's a compliment or not. But Journey fan. What do you think about Intel? Ooh, I love me some Intel. I do. INTC. Ooh, look at that. The high, the low. Where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down, up. Let's zoom into that. What the last 30 days looks like. I don't know. What do you think? 30-day high, 30-day low. Up, down. Now she's going back up again. The 119.84, the 120s are going 429. That's over 2%. If you like Hill at this price. Do you ever spend time with your daughter? You do. You think this Iran news is baked in? Not quite sure what you mean by that, but okay. They just changed the rules in Europe for B&B. Okay, probably did. Jay Hicks, 30-year bond. Hell no. Okay, you got to remember a few things. Number one, listen closely. 30-year bond. 62, which means I wouldn't get my money back until I'm 92. 30-year bond, hell no. Alex knows best. Good for you there, Mr. Alex. That's age discrimination. I have no idea what that means. Well, I know what it means, but I don't know which context it means. How to get 1% weekly. Hey, Black Bandits 01. Here's the thing. Buy something on a Monday, sell it by Friday, and make 1%. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent. Now, the reason I say that is I know what I'm doing before Monday, before I even do anything. Okay? If I'm buying it, Intel, 119.84, okay? We're using stock options. Okay, you may or may not understand stock options. That's why I'm here to explain them to you as if you were 9 years old. Because the trading strategy I'm giving to you for free was created for my 9-year-old daughter. Now, if I buy this 119.84, I would sell the 120s, which means selling someone the right to buy it from me at a certain price by a certain date for a certain premium, which is more than 1%. Joanne Nasha. Hello, Joanne Nasha. Joe Nasha, okay. Hopefully that made sense. Keep showing up. I'm here every night. The beginning of the month, we're going from 8 to 10. Some people can't get, some people just bitch in the moment. I go to 11. They want me to go from 8 to 10. Thoughts on SanDisk out of my price range. SNDK. Okay? $1,400 a share. Yeah, no thank you. Sorry, just no thank you. Why are you on so late? K-Van, I'm on late because my plane landed 2 hours ago. I was in New Orleans, flew back, was it 9:30, 10 o'clock, something like that. Explain, okay, PBR, peanut butter and raspberry. Actually, it's not that, but I say that anyway. Here you go, PBR. Petroleum Brasilio, which is a Brazilian oil company. Here's the high, here's the low, here's where it was, there it is, look at this. Sideways, up, down. It doesn't really look that good, does it? Okay, 30-day high, 30-day bottom, up, down. Nope, don't look good at all. Up, down, nope, sorry. Not this week anyway. I was going to sell puts on SanDisk for $1,200 for 1 week. Okay, what's wrong with that? HPE, just watch films. That's Hewlett Packard. HPE. Nope. I don't buy the high. No, don't get me wrong. I like Hewlett Packard. Just this week. Watch. Up, down, buy, 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 up, down, buy. No. I don't buy at the high. It just doesn't make sense to me. Your thoughts, Iran. Why do people like this thing, Iran? This thing, look at your last 30 days. Up, down, up. Here's your bottom. 1 day up, 2 days up. It hasn't gone higher yet. So maybe if it goes higher tomorrow or Tuesday, 56.83, the 57s are going for this. That's over 5%. 5% if you like Iran and you like it at this price. Look at this. Up, down, up. Makes sense if you like this company. Just to collect a premium for 1 week, chances are it won't go to 1,200. SNDK. Well, that's an idea. Take a look. 30-day high, 30-day bottom, shoots up, pulls back up. What happened here? Friday, it decided to pull back. Is it going to go to 1,200 between here and here by Friday? Holy shit, what is it? 1,200 put. Yeah, they are right there. Okay, so right now you're at 1478. 1,200 is right there. Selling the 1,200 puts brings in $860 per share. Well, let's find out what the numbers look like. Let's slide this over this way. One contract. This is why I don't do SanDisk. Are you ready? Call. Wait a minute. One cash secured put, SanDisk, 29.26, which is this coming Friday. The $1,200 put, well, the profit's $860, and it's costing me $120,000. Okay, what's the calculator telling me? $860 divided by 120,000 $20,000 gives me a total of 0.7. It's not even 1%. It's 0.7. I don't do anything for less than 1%. So why would I risk $120,000 to pick up 860? It doesn't make any sense to me. PQ. Yeah, I know what the premiums are. All right, what else we have for questions? La 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 la. Why am I up so late? Oh, because the plane didn't get here. It's when the plane landed. Okay, how much capital would you need for your method for a living or to retire early? It would really, really depend. Hold on. CS Tech 3. Why has my question been ignored 3 times? Let me explain something to you for a second. Number 1, you're not the only person here. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, there are certain phrases and certain words that have been edited out. So if you have a certain word or a certain phrase in your question, it's not going to show up. Point blank, that's it. Rephrase your question here now, and it may pop up. That's it. But remember, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different screens in front of me, which means you're not the only one here. Okay? Jonathan, what do you think options selling on leverage ETFs like TSLL? Oh, I love TSLL. Okay, let me think. I'm reading it. It pops up. I read it. Okay? If it didn't pop up, it didn't pop up for a reason. B Condor, INFQ. What the hell is INF? That's never a good sign. INFQ. No. Okay, B Condor. I don't do monthlies. No, no, and no. So Jonathan, I do like TSLL, and I do options on TSLL. I love it. I do. I love them. Sunny Funny, hey, back again. I've seen you here before. How much capital? Okay. Sunny Funny 1. Listen closely. If you want to retire early, you got to work the equation backwards. That's number 1. Number 2, you need to perfect whatever trading strategy you want to do before you quit your job. Meaning, if you have $100,000, you're going to add about a $50,000 per year return at 1% per week. Okay? If you need $3,000 per month, okay, $100,000 would be fine. But 1% per week. See, as adults, you should know what mortgages, your insurance, your incidentals, taxes, your electric bill, your phone bill, your entertainment bill. You should know all information. You should know what you need on a monthly basis. You should know at the top of your head. If you're an adult, you should know. Then figure out how much you need annually to cover that. And whatever that is, double it. If you get 1% a week, that's 50% per year. Okay, so if you need $100,000 a year to live comfortably, you need at least $200,000 on a weekly basis, getting you $2,000 a week. Pinka wants to take a look at 4. What's happening, Pinka? Nope. Pinka, you know I don't buy at the high. Come on. You should have known that one already. Oops. Gotta get comfortable here. All right, Numbly. Every chart is different. Hold on. Fuyo, what's happening, Fuyo? How you doing today? All right, so here's the thing, okay? On that chart, where would the line need to be to buy? Now, I can't tell you, well, I could, but I'm not going to. I can't tell you what to buy. I can't tell you when to buy. I can't tell you what to sell. And I can't tell you who to sell to. I can't tell you anything. I don't give tips. I don't give advice. Well, I do give some advice. Some advice is something like this. Never use margin money until you understand the risks. Never buy anything until you understand the risks involved. Which means you could hypothetically lose everything. You could. Depending on what it is you're trying to do. Never, ever, ever buy anything until you understand what you're doing. I always tell people, if you're going to play this game, Monopoly. 4 greenhouses, 1 red hotel. Round you go, collect that $200 as you go past go. It's a simple game, but it teaches you how to buy and sell real estate. Okay? Paper trading is playing in the stock market with monopoly money. It's not real, but the experience is real. All the tactics are real. All the numbers are real. It's just not real money. Practice, practice, practice. Then when you're ready, you will know. Be a little voice in the back of your head telling you, you're ready, you're ready, you're ready. But I don't tell people what to buy. I don't tell people what to sell. But what I can tell you, stocks go up, go down. They go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. That's all they do. They go up and they go down. You have to decide what makes sense to you. Sell all stupid stuff you really do not need and enjoy life. I'm going to agree with him. If you don't need it, if you haven't used it in 6 months, you should get rid of it. KTOS, patriotic icon. KTOS, what the hell is that? KTOS. Ooh, check that one out. Chef Tommy, how you doing today? All right, KTOS, take this one off. Here, the high, the low, where was it? Where is it? Up, down, up, right there. Check that out, last 30 days. What is this thing doing? You can't tell me you can't see this. Okay? You cannot tell me you cannot see. Here's the 30-day high. Here's the 30-day bottom. Now she's going back up. Down, up. It's easy to see. Don't overcomplicate it. It either makes sense or it doesn't. High, low, up. Okay, great. The current price right now, 56.18. The 56 is the closest one. It's going for 190. That's over 3%, close to 4. If you like this company at this current price. One, do you know who Kratos Defense is? Either you do or you don't. Okay, Mark, we got to look at now. What you thinking Tuesday morning? I'm thinking lots of things Tuesday morning. So, if I like Kratos Defense, 56.18, the 56s are going for 190. That's almost 4%, but definitely over 3 if you like this company. Ooh, excuse me. All right, what else do we got? Mr. Lucci, happening. B Condor, Costco, really? C-O-S-T. I'm going to say no to Costco for one reason. $1,028. Yeah, no thank you. Yeah, much too high. I'm going to agree with you. $1,028 per share. Yeah, no thank you. INFQ. What the hell is that? INFQ. No, I don't do monthlies. No. IBM. I like that one. No, I don't buy at the high. It doesn't look like the high, but once you break down the last 30 days, what do you think? Down, up. I don't buy at the high. No, thank you. Dell. Ooh, I like Dell, Mr. Plumber. Nope. Not today. I don't buy at the high. Never ever buy something you don't understand. So if you understand Dell and you know that Dell is at the high of the year, why are you asking me about it? I don't buy at the high. And why are you buying at the high? It's never been there before. What makes you think just because you buy it, it's going to go higher? Mario Brown, B. Condor, Oscar's house. Kim Walter, thank you. Justin, thank you. Uh-oh. Runes for Rangers. Sats. What the hell is Sats? Never a good sign when I have to say, what the hell is this? Ooh, that's a no. Okay. High of the year. Now she... No, thank you. You get your Social Security check? No, K-Van. Would you believe we are going into the month of June and I still not getting a single Social Security check? I was supposed to get it in January. I get zilch. 5 decades. I put in 5 decades of work. My first job in 1974. You'd think that I get a Social Security check when I'm due. Well, I was due in January. I got zilch. Nothing. Nothing. MU, plumber, MU, what is that? Micron? It is Micron. But, I don't know. High, drop, back up. That's a little too high. 751? Yeah, no. Shell. Uh-oh, how do you feel about VGT? What the hell is that? Uh-oh, will you be buying SpaceX IPO? Probably not. Because SpaceX IPO is going to open up, it's going to shoot up, then it's going to pull back. Then I might jump into it if it has weekly options, and only if it has weekly options. That's me, though. VGT, what is that? VGT, hell no. It's at the high, and it's a monthly. No, 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 hell no. Shell, Hunt, H-U-N-T. Yeah, no. NVIDIA, Vin, come on, dude. Do you do any work at all? Seriously. NVDA. Who is it? Vin. Vin, are you ready for this? $215 per share. Vin. $215. You think that's bad? Hold on. It gets worse. Watch this. We're going to go over to the summary. Now, this is not my website. This is not what the rate of return for NVIDIA is. Earning per share, $6.52, or otherwise known as, are you ready for this? I'm going to write this one down for you. %. No, not 2%. 0.02%. The rate of return on NVIDIA is 0.02% per year. 0.02% per year. On God's green earth is making you think 0.02% per year is a good thing. You do realize that inflation is over 3%. 3% per year is inflation. And you're making 0.02. 0.02. Do you understand what 0.02 is? That's not a week. That's not a day. That's a year. 12 months, 365 days to make 0.02%. You have any idea whatsoever what it's going to take to double your money? The rule of 72. You take whatever percentage you're making and you multiply or divide it by 72. That's how many years it's going to take to double your money. 0.0. Yeah, I'm not. No. Terry. Oh, Shell wants to take a look at GUBT. What the hell is that? GUBT. Doesn't exist. No symbol. Sorry. HOVT. What the hell is that? HOVT. That's a no too. Okay, cannot find that symbol, which means it's not in the U.S. stock market. Terry wants to take a look at Hertz. HTZ. Ooh, interesting. The high, the low. Where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Definitely moving right there. Let's take a look at your last 30 days. 30-day high, 30 low. Now she's going up. So, yep, I'm writing that sucker down. What was the other one? Coals. Ooh, I like coals too. Okay. Yes. Ooh, another one. Check that. Down, up, over 4%. OVR. What the hell is that? See, Nick, thank you. HOVR. HOVR. Hell no. Nice though. Take a look. Whoop. I don't buy at the high, and it has no options. It's a no, no, and no. INTL. What the hell is INTL? INTL. Yeah. No options. No, thank you. Sorry. Carrie the OG, what's happening? Vin, well, thank you for explaining it. You're welcome there, Vin. Roxanne! Oh, Rex One? Okay, Rex One fan. HOVR. What the heck is HOVR? HOVR. Didn't we already say no to that one? Yeah. No options, no thank you. And, but hey, Harry, for good. Just for that, that was the last question. No more questions. You guys are done. It's 1:30 in the morning. Uh-oh, forever, Coca-Cola, KO. Well, this is going to be a tough one. Here's the high of the year, and it's dropping. So, whoops. What do you think? 30-day bottom, 30-day high, now it's dropping. Yeah, no thank you. SoFi, B Condor, we already looked at SoFi, it was a no earlier. Runes Ranger, thank you for those roses. Thank you. Arthur, what's happening, Arthur? Arthur was here. Cool beans. Okay. Thank you. All right, that being said, it's 1:30 in the morning. Is Coca-Cola a good dividend? Yeah, it's a great dividend stock. Over 60, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Over 60 years of increased profit. Unfortunately, the high was last Tuesday. Now it's dropping. Sorry, numbers are what the numbers are. Okay, they've increased profits for more than 5 decades. Yes, I will be on time tomorrow because I got here tonight at, I think, at 10 o'clock. Like 10 minutes of 10. It took me like 10 minutes to get everything set up. Oh, there was QUBT. QUBT. I never heard of this one. Quantum. Oh, okay. So at 9, yes, at 9. Arthur, I just bought $20,000 worth of HLIT. Would love my input. I don't think you would. But here's the thing, Arthur. I do things a little bit differently. I don't know if you're looking for the same things that I'm looking for. I'm looking for simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. Okay? So, HLIT, never heard of it, and that's not a good thing. HLIT. Harmonic Incorporated. I'm gonna say no for me. For me, it's a no. Couple of reasons. Okay, reason number 1, I don't do monthly option. June, July, October, January. Those are months of the year. If I'm going to do an option trade, I'm going to get 1 to 2% every trade that I do. 12 trades a year, monthly, is 12 to 24% by the end of the year, just doing the option trading. Now, weekly, 52 times a year, 1 to 2% is 50% to 100% per year. Weekly. 52 times. Another reason why I don't like it. Okay? Here's your bottom at $8.50. Shot up to $15.50, dropped. This big, huge gap is going to cause you a problem. Well, the reason it's going to cause you a problem, because what goes up, look at the volume. Okay? It like quadrupled on Friday. This big jump here from $12, okay? Okay, Arthur, ready? Here's the bottom here, $12. Now it's at 15. Whether you believe it or not, Arthur, from $12 to $15 is $3 move. Now $3 is not a lot, but $3 on a $12 stock is 25%. So ask yourself the question. On the 19th is 1, 2, 3, 4 days. 4 days, it jumped up 25%. 25% in 4 days. If you don't take your profit, don't be surprised if someone takes it away from you. So if this gap fills and comes down, you lose that potential profit. It's not a profit if you don't take it anyway. Think of it. Jumped up 25%. Monthly, I don't do monthly options. They just don't work for me. For me, they don't. Do you do daily options? No, I don't. Sorry. Right now, I stick to what I know is that number one, I'm a lazy trader. Number two, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it's working fine, leave it alone. Okay, buy on a Monday, I sell my options on a Monday. By Friday, I like to be out, and I get my profit. I'm in, I'm out, get my profit good. 1% a week, I'm perfectly happy with 1% a week. It doesn't bother me a bit. And do I want to learn anything new to make more money? No, I do not. I'm 62 years old. I prefer to hang out with my grandson. He's 6 years old. He's fun. Ball of energy. But it's my personal preference. I prefer not to be online all day. So I get online. I have a morning trading group. If you're interested, DM me. I have a morning trading group. We jump on at 9 a.m. We're usually done by 10:30. And the reason it takes so long is, yeah, I share 3 accounts. So you get to watch me trade 3 accounts live, and then, hold on, Arthur, I'll get that in a second. And then it's open to questions. You can ask whatever questions you want. So yeah, I'm on my computer until about 9 o'clock at night. For the rest of the day, I'll go outside and play with my cars, my boats, my toys, my fish, my plants. I don't like being on the computer all the time. Arthur, Uncle Sam's going to take my cheese. I'll be out tomorrow. Thanks for the input. Get some sleep. You look exhausted. I'll get plenty of sleep when I'm dead, Arthur. Who said that? Anybody know who said that? I'll get plenty of sleep when I'm dead. Nobody knows the answer to that one? I don't know, but I heard it before. Then George, nobody knows, huh? Franklin? Nope. No idea who Franklin is. Anyway, it was in the movie Roadhouse, and it was Sam Elliott. Because Patrick said to him, man, go home. You look tired. I'll get plenty of sleep when I'm dead. Anyway, you guys have a great night. Mood music to call it a day, which is what we're going to do. Are you ready for that? Bon Jovi. No. I'll get plenty of sleep when I'm dead. That was Sam Elliott in the movie Roadhouse. The original Roadhouse, not the remake. Okay. That being said, you guys have a great day. We're going to do some mood music to call it a night. Gary Moore. Nope. It was Sam Elliott. This isn't mood music. Arctic Angel. What the hell is that shit? Huh. Okay, try this one more time. There it is. Well, this isn't good. I'm having issues. All right, anyway, you guys have a great night. We'll do this all over again tomorrow. All right. If playback doesn't begin shortly, try restarting your device. How would you bite me? All right, that being said,